changes and morphological changes which you can see when with a decreased ATP production. This is the mitochondria. ATP is required for all the synthetic and degradative process within the cell. ATP is produced from the mitochondria through oxidative phosphorylation. When damage the mitochondria, there will be decreased oxidative phosphorylation, so there will be decreased production of the ATP because through oxidative phosphorylation. Phosphorylation means production of ATP. Oxidative by oxidation, there was production of ATP. ATP is decreased, so there will be cellular sodium potassium ATPase pump was there. No, for that ATP is required, but here that fails to pump the sodium out and potassium in, so there will be entry of sodium inside and potassium outside, and calcium also influx. Calcium and sodium will enter inside and potassium go outside. So because of accumulation of this sodium and calcium by osmotic effect, there will be entry of water, which this entry of water makes the cell swell, cellular swelling, and loss of microvilli present in the cell like this, that will be lost, and then that cell becomes like this, and then there will be blood formation, still further entry of the water, blood formation, loss of microvilli and formation of blood. Then this ATP decrease only causes anaerobic glycolysis. Anaerobic, there is a loss of oxygen. This is a loss of oxygen, no? Like so anaerobic glycolysis will take place. That increases lactic acid. Lactic acid, no, acidic pH is like less. Acidic pH is 1 to 7, so by pH will decreases. pH decreases, so there will be clumping in the chromatin material clump. Then there will be swelling of the endoplasmic reticulum. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes will be attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes are responsible for the protein synthesis. There will be detachment of the ribosomes from the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So protein synthesis will be decreased. And detachment of ribosomes decreases the protein synthesis directly. This indicates the effect of the decreased ATP, that is this entry of sodium because of and anaerobic glycolysis, because this is the effect of the decreased ATP, there will be anaerobic glycolysis. What are the targets of the cell injury means? Mitochondrial damage is, this is the first sign, or dysfunction. This is the first morphological change, first organelle which is affected during the cell injury. And disturbance in calcium homeostasis, there will be rupture, so the calcium influx and calcium homeostasis is maintained. Usually calcium is an extracellular compound, but this enters inside. There will be damage to the cell membrane. There will be damage to the DNA, misfoldings, proteins will be there, because this damage to the mitochondria will produce reactive oxygen species which damages the cell membrane and DNA, and misfoldings of proteins will be there. Effects of decreased ATP will be failure of the membrane to pump sodium sodium outside, increased anaerobic glycolysis which increases lactic acid and becomes acidic cytoplasm, and failure of protein synthesis from the ribosomes because detachment of ribosomes from the endoplasmic reticulum. This is all about the biochemical changes and morphological changes during the cell injury. So causes for the cell injury will be hypoxia, chemicals like cyanide, and toxic injuries. Mitochondria is the earliest organelle for the which affects the cell injury. This is all about the biochemical and morphological changes of the decreased ATP production. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.